I'm pretty sure you have all heard countless things about Imam Hussein and his companion's sacrifice. But how do we make a connection from their sacrifice to our lives? It's great that we recognize their sacrifice, but how do we use it? What did Hussein's sacrifice really mean? On the year 60 after Hijrah, Imam Hussein and his companions were brutally murdered by the face of tyranny, but their death did not go in vain. Their death alarmed Muslims around the world to turn on one of the largest tyrants ever known by man and open up to the reality of the situation. That whoever who labels themselves a Muslim and goes on the altar and pretends to speak about Allah isn't always the man to follow. That power that turns the men hungry and greedy also makes men turn on their Creator, who allowed them to even see the light of power in the first place. Today, many of our brothers and sisters around the world suffer as tyranny stands over them. Many brothers and sisters starve as the men who pretend to carry the burden of the message of Allah and His Messenger spoil themselves with filthy luxuries, rule over them. Open your eyes, brothers and sisters. The so-called Islamic rulers of the world do not carry the Sunnah the way the Prophet did. Politics and Islam don't work together as well as we think they do. Politics is full of lies, filth, and deception, while Islam is a religion of peace, compassion, and love. What makes the principles of today's corrupt leaders is not any different than the ones of Yazid. It is our duty as Muslims to fight that very same corruption that existed back then, to fight it again. We cannot allow corrupt brutes to wipe away the foundations and principles of our great religion and label it with their face. And Sahih Bukhari, Allah's apostle says, a Muslim is a brother of another Muslim, so we should not oppress him, nor should he hand him over to an oppressor. Whoever fulfilled the needs of his brother, Allah will fulfill his needs. It is our duty as Muslims to stand against tyranny at all costs. Some argue that a few Muslims are only willing to stand against the tyrants. But if our Imam stood with 72, we can stand with 313. Thank you. Salawat.